Welcome, angels, to Think Outside the Box. I am where you can tap into your inner child, angels. You can also play and allow yourself to pick up some crayons in color. Angels, you can laugh from the gut. When's the last time you laughed from your gut? There's that and so many other ways, angels, that you're able to tap into your inner child and think outside the box. I'm Heather Buzzard, the Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves where we uplift and inspire you to become more who you truly came here to be. Angels, we'd like to share that we just posted in our community, and we thank all of you who are in our community. We just posted our Resilient Rebel podcast that I had last Friday with Elian Hahn. That link is in our community, and you can check that out and get to know me a little bit better if you'd like. I've shared some inner thoughts about myself and whatnot. It was a great conversation. I really enjoyed myself. And angels, coming up, we are going to be in the New York Weekly e-magazine. We're going to be speaking about breaking shame, reclaiming my identity, talking about my book, why I wrote the book, etc., so on. That'll be in the e-magazine. If you haven't got your copy, it's available now on Amazon.com. Angels, we got the ebook, paperback, or hardcover, your choice. Whatever you choose, available on Amazon.com. Breaking shame, reclaiming my identity. And I guarantee you, angels, my story will uplift and inspire you to help you move forward in your life. So we're excited about that. Angels, grab your drink as we step into the show. Today I'm drinking Jarritos. It's a Mexican soda. Take a sip of your favorite drink. I like this orange drink. Sit back and relax. Our theme of the month, we're closing that out. Alignment with self. Ask yourself, if you've been following the program this month, have you been more aligned with yourself? What have you noticed showing up in your life? Where are you more conscious in your life? What is it that you're being, doing, and having that you realize more of? Where are you seeing the perfection in your life? This is our topic today as we close out alignment with self, seeing perfection in life, recognizing divine order. When we can understand that divine order is really perfection, then we're able to lean into that. And the angels, I'm a walking, living testimony. There was a time in my life when I fought divine order and I worked against life. And I felt that life was working against me. And I was in a negative space and I was in a negative energy. And I justified myself for being in that space. And I had others around me who justified it as well. Yet I had to make a choice within myself. Do I truly change? Do I truly choose to be this way for the rest of my life, or do I choose to change? And angels, it was my choice to get up and change. Yet that is where I began recognizing divine order. Even though I kicked and screamed for, 20, 30 years along that path, the more I understood, the more I accepted and understand divine order. Whereas today, I know that divine order is happening in my life, and my angels remind me of that consistently. And there are times when I can still, come on, let's go. Yet, divine order is the perfection of life. So, wherever you're at, whatever you're being, doing, and having in this moment, angels, is divine order. Do you believe that? Whether you judge it to be good, bad, or indifferent, knowing that you are the creator of your life. So, in recognizing divine order, it's a spiritual maturity, and it involves that understanding that life unfolds according to a higher will. And our ego can get us thinking that we are in control. And I've been in that space too, where I've thought I've been in the driver's seat. Yet I also understand that the more that I step back from life and the more that I allow and trust spirit to guide me, the better my life is. Because the small me makes choices around the personality and all of the worldly things. Yet I know the spirit within me that leads and guides me is making choices because it sees the bigger picture and how I can influence myself and others. And that's what recognition of divine will is, angels. And it allows you to have harmony in your challenging situations. I'll give you an example. When I went through my open heart surgery, I had harmony in that situation. There's videos on our YouTube channel here. I testified, I asked for prayer. I called on God. I knew that spirit was with me. I listened to positive music and I went into that surgery that day consciously awake and aware, knowing that harmony and God was working in my life. And turned out for the better. That's recognition of divine order. I'm just giving you some examples here. You can take that into challenging situations. When you tell yourself, I don't know what to do, you know what to do. Prayer works in any circumstance. Shifting from lack to wholeness. And I used to have this consciousness too, angels, a lack consciousness, because I was raised in a household where my father grew up in the Depression and my mother did too. And they were always counting their pennies, and we always had secondhand clothing and we had a good life, yes, yet it wasn't the Gucci's and the designer jeans and all of that. And I still don't live like that today. Yet, what I'm saying is they had a lack consciousness. They felt that they couldn't afford it and put themselves in a limited box. And when I stepped on the spiritual path and I learned about finances and financial freedom and changing consciousness and lack consciousness, I chose to change my lack thoughts of thinking about money. And it didn't happen overnight. Yet today, I'm in a space where I'm willing and knowing that I'm able to steward large sums of money and that I'm an attractive being for that. And my whole point, angels, is that when you shift from lack to wholeness, your spirit automatically aligns you. When you are in alignment in your mind, spirit follows that. And you can't do anything except experience that. And perfection helps you, uh as you see this, as you shift from lack to wholeness, you see perfection, which moves you away from a tomorrow mentality, like I'll do it later, or that you need to have more time or more money or more statue to do something. When I created Buzz's Corner of Love 13 years ago, I had a computer and my words. I didn't know who would listen to me. Didn't even know what I was doing back then, angels. I started on blogpost.com and I just got up and wrote every day. It was like I was journaling to the world. And that is how Buzzard's Corner of Love began. Because after 5 years of doing that, we shifted into radio and we did Blog Talk Radio for 5 years. And now we've shifted here into YouTube. And that shifted us into speaking, virtual speaking, public speaking, writing the books, all of that. My whole point is when you shift in your consciousness, your whole life has to shift. And if you don't believe me, try it. Because when you come from a space of wholeness, then you're acknowledging that source is your provider. It isn't the government. We said this last week. Banks and other people, your job, etc., so on. You know that source is your provider. And when you truly know that, money can't help except find you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, angels. Watch it and show up. If you need being enough, do you believe that being truly enough is enough for you to succeed in this world? The world tells us that we have to be an educated person, or we have to have this, or we have to have a certain background, or we have to come from a certain area, or we have to have certain friends in our life. Yet, can you truly just believe that the I am presence, the I am presence within all of us is enough for you to move forward in your life? Only you can answer that. And this, angels, letting go of control. I'm going to take a sip on this one. How many of us truly let go of control? I know I used to be a control freak. I thought I controlled my life, controlled other people's lives, controlled my experiences and circumstances. And it was through those experiences and circumstances, angels, that I realized I didn't control a damn thing. And the more I tried to control things, the more humbling I became, because this open heart surgery in 2024, I had no control over what would happen. None. Only spirit knew that. So I'm using myself as an example to show we think we have control, yet we really don't, because spirit brings us into this world. Spirit takes us out when it's our time. And when we're able to just step back and lean into trusting that unknown energy, and lean in really believing that life supports us and that we are worthy, that we are deserving, that what we need we will have, and I'm only speaking to myself, then life will come to you, angels. We are here to be in formation with ourselves. And that's what we're giving you here is information so that you can be in formation with your higher self. And I tell you, it works for me too. As I speak, I learn. I hear me speaking because I truly know I'm only speaking to myself. So when you're let go of control, you realize that perfection isn't about flawlessness, or controlling people or situations. You understand that truth fosters a deeper trust in a higher source, and it helps you release anxiety. That's why we have prayer. If you aren't one to journal, or if you don't feel you speak to spirit, you can speak verbally to spirit. You can always pray. Prayer works wonders. And that is a part of letting go of control. I am a writer, so I journal, I speak, and I always had a relationship with spirit. In fact, it was interesting because I was talking to a girlfriend of mine the other day, and she told me, she said, "You talk about spirit like it's your best buddy." And I said, "It is. God is my best buddy." And that's what the relationship that I've made it to be. And because that is so, I can speak with spirit. And so too can you, in whatever way you choose to develop that relationship between you and spirit. Yet letting go of control helps you foster that deeper trust in that higher source so that you can use your faith, because faith without works is dead. If you say you have faith and you say, "I know," and yet you do nothing with that faith or that knowingness, it's dead. It means absolutely nothing. Faith without works is dead. So you have to take a step, whether it's in your mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, somewhere in your life, you need to take that first step for life to meet you. Again, I'm a living example of it, angels. And my book, Breaking Shame, Reclaiming My Identity, will uplift and encourage and inspire you. Because of what I went through, you'll be like, "Man, if she can get through that, I can get through anything." And I guarantee you, angels, I had one hell of a life. Yet, to be standing here in a space of peace, joy, and happiness, I am grateful and I am appreciative because I worked on myself, and that's self love, which isn't selfish. And if more of us worked on ourselves and had self love, this world would be a different space and place. Now, what does aligning with self look like for you? What has happened in your experiences throughout this month? I said I would share some things that have happened with me in aligning with myself. One thing that I realized in aligning with self, expansion. Have you noticed expansion in your life? Because when you align with spirit, spirit automatically expands you, whether it be in your finances, your career, your social life, your mental life, your physical, wherever it is, there's an expansion. So ask yourself, where has there been an expansion in your life? I'll give you an example. Just last weekend, I was up at the farmers market, and we put videos up on Facebook up at the farmers market. And I had I've been out here 22 years, Angels, and I have never been up there. And I was up there and I was just astounded by some of the things that I saw. Again, the videos on our Facebook page, they had a entire store for dog food bakery. It was called the Dog Food Bakery. Blew my mind. It was just, I mean, they had everything up there. And when I was up there, I asked myself, because I had never been up there, and Spirit told me to go there. And I'm like, why am I coming here, Spirit? What is the reason? Yet when I was out there, I was around people. I spoke about my book. I interacted with people. I spoke with a lady. She took my picture. I saw so many things, and it was an expansion in my mind and my consciousness. That is my point. And that is when you know that you are in alignment with spirit and you're in alignment with yourself. Expansion is one of the biggest things that happen. Another energy or creative example, if my channel here on YouTube is coming into alignment, I am coming into alignment with Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing energy, all of that back to myself, as bringing people back to myself, bringing myself back to myself, and aligning myself in that manner so that there's only one consistent persona, public persona of me. That's alignment with self. Spirit, this is all spirit. Spirit has done all of this, bringing me the people and the tools and the resources. All of that is spirit. Another alignment with self is having the opportunities to be showcasing my book, reclaiming, breaking shame, reclaiming my identity, and the different spaces and places in the magazines and the opportunities that have come to me. And that's another thing, Angels. When you are in alignment with yourself, life comes to you. You don't have to chase life. It is when we think we need, we lack, or we have to chase, get ahead, be better than, that we get discouraged, disgusted, upset, angry, and we never get to where it is we're trying to get to. Yet, if we're able to, or if you're able to be in a space where you can do deep breathing, meditate, get outside in nature. We were up at the mountains. We were in Pasadena today, and I got a video of that. We're going to post that later this week about the mountains, being in that mountain energy. I wasn't right next to the mountain, but I felt like I was. Yet I could feel that energy. So get yourself out and expand. This right here is an expansion. Jarritos, Mandarin, orange drink. What did I tell you? I only drink Sunkiss and Crush. Well, so I'm using these examples of myself, Angels, just to show you where alignment, what alignment looks like. So where in your life have you been aligned? And be excited about it. Get happy about it. Whether it's big, small, or different, it doesn't matter. And don't compare. Don't compare, don't compare, don't compare. Because if you compare, you will always, always, always find something or somebody greater or lesser than you. And that is a lesson that I had to learn. And I mean, it, believe me, when I was in that comparison energy, I felt low because I would compare myself to somebody. Oh, how come I can't get there? And it just kept me stuck. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest, and use it for your good and what it is that you're able to create for yourself in your life. This is what our show, Buzzard's Corner of Love, My Being an Example, is all about, to uplift, inspire, and encourage you on your path through the examples of my life and how I'm living my life, how I used to live my life, and how I live it today, which is angels. Ultimately, the key is a shift in perspective. It transforms your views from judgment into striving toward a state of gratitude. And I know that when I chose to release that judgment, judging myself and judgment of others, gratitude, I started working on my gratitude energy. And angels, gratitude is powerful. It will bring you what you desire. It's a positive energy, and life really is for us. Yet you have to believe that. Truly believe that in your heart and soul. So I will leave you with this. All things that you see, all things that you be, do, and have in your life are perfection. No matter what it looks like, sounds like, feels like, or appears to be on the outside world. By knowing that you and Source are one and that divine order is working in your life, even though it may look like a mess. Because I tell you, angels, when I was in that space of looking like a mess and looking back, Spirit was there the whole entire way. Up to you. Theme of the month, aligning with self. How have you aligned with yourself this month? And congratulate yourself. Throw yourself a party. Go get yourself some ice cream. I did that too last weekend. Sat down and ate salty caramel ice cream. I've never had that before. A new experience. Something simple, something small. You can do that too. It's all up to you, angels. So, your choices. Life is what you make it. Angels, I am so grateful and appreciative of you watching. We are grateful and appreciative of being here. Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves, one person at a time. As I uplift and inspire and encourage myself, I know this energy goes out forward and inspires and encourages others. Like, subscribe to our channel, share this with others so that we can get this information out into the world. And angels, grab my book. We got an ebook, paperback, or hardback, whatever you choose. Breaking Shame, Reclaiming My Identity. I guarantee you will say, if she can do this, I can do anything. I guarantee you, angels, it will uplift and inspire you. Right here on our channel, angels, we put up our post, Resilient Rebel. You can check that out in our community with me and Eliana Hahn talking about my book and getting to know me on a deeper level as well. We also put up a picture over there of us standing at a gas station back in the 1900s. Check that out. That's in our community post as well. Angels, there's that and so many other more videos that we posted over the weekend on our YouTube channel and over on Facebook. Don't forget, angels, you can always go to buzzardscorner.com, BUZZARDSKORNER, Buzzards Corner with K.com. Start or end your day with a positive blog posting over there. We've got our coaching packages if you'd like help. We have individual and group coaching packages over there as well. You can contact us there at buzzardscorner@gmail.com. Grab our book, Breaking Shame, Reclaiming My Identity. You can get that off our website as well. That and so much more, angels, at buzzardscorner.com, BUZZARDSKORNER, buzzardscornerwithak.com. And next week, angels, believe it or not, the month of March is here. And our theme of the month is embracing new beginnings. Embracing new beginnings. And our topic is resilience and recovery. Looking forward to that conversation. So, until next week, angels, I am Heather Buzzard of Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves.